Hello, friends. I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. You got low energy, Chevy, today. I'm just chilling. I'm on chill mode. I've been working, reading, watched a couple comedy specials last night. Just kind of hanging out. Probably should be doing chores. There's a lot of projects that I would like to complete this week, and I probably will. I tend to be the kind of person that, like, I'm going to go do that thing, and then I just go hard until it's done. So I'll probably get some things like that done. But I'm still on low energy mode. The funny thing is, yesterday I said that when the family's not here, I'm immediately in bachelor mode, like food wise. I'm not necessarily persona wise. I feel like I'm in bachelor mode persona wise most of the time, but food wise, I said rice and beans, some ramen, maybe throw in some eggs and salsa or Mexican tomatoes every now and then, and I would be set. Like, that would be my entire life. After saying all of that, and then I mentioned that there's this pizza place in town that I absolutely love. It's a New York style pizza. It's a Sicilian style New York, not Sicilian style. That's the thick stuff, right? Whatever. It's a New York style pizza that's here, and it's fan-freaking-tastic. So I went and had that last night for dinner, and I had it today for lunch. That's one of those things that I will do, that it's not cooked for myself. But I mentioned that it would, rice and beans and Mexican food that would carry me for the rest of my life. I failed to mention there is another food category that I absolutely love and nobody else in my family does, and that's Indian food. I love Indian food. I grew up with some Indian friends. Had homemade Indian food, which, yes. And we don't have Indian here available where I'm at. There is a place or two in Morgantown, like a half-hour drive, that I could go get decent Indian food. But as far as I know, we've never had any Indian food in Fairmont. We don't have a lot of Indians. I happen to be in the same class as my pediatrician's son, and so I grew up with him, scouts and all that sort of stuff. And then his brother became a friend later on, so I got to spend time there. And I love Indian food. I love it, love it, love it. Some of my favorite foods, but I don't cook it very often. I've tried to make various curries. The family's just kind of eh. But on the other flip side of that, Malia loves Thai curry. She really likes Thai red curry. So I do make Thai red curry a lot. But I don't make a lot of Indian curries, just because nobody here really likes it. So after saying all that stuff yesterday about I don't cook for myself, just rice and beans, I did go out and buy some yogurt and I bought yogurt and ginger last night, and I marinated some butter chicken. So I'm going to make butter chicken for myself tonight. Oh, and some naan. I bought some naan bread. I'm going to make myself butter chicken tonight, and have that for lunch tomorrow. So I am cooking for myself after all. But butter chicken is one of those things it's actually stupid simple to make if you've never made it. I have a recipe that if you want it, ask for it, I'll share it. It's stupid easy to make. You just need some, not everybody has garam masala, but you can just get it off Amazon. Like, I can't get it in the grocery stores here. There's no grocery store here that has garam masala. It's a spice mix. It's like a curry mix. But I can get it off of Amazon. But it's one of those few, besides yogurt, which is mostly used for the marinade, it doesn't have a lot of weird stuff. Like, I say weird stuff like coconut. I think coconut milk is not necessarily weird at this point. I keep coconut milk in stock for Thai curry. I think that's the only thing I use it on. But this recipe doesn't use coconut milk. It uses butter, obviously, butter chicken, and heavy cream. So it is a dairy-based curry. And so I'll make that tonight. It's a really simple, easy recipe. And we'll see what that turns out like for myself. And I happen to have like a half a bag of, I think it's basmati rice. It might be jasmine rice. It's not long grain white rice. My wife doesn't like any of the weird rices, weird rices. She prefers just long grain white rice. So I do have jasmine or basmati, one of the two. I might even have both. I don't know. So I'll make that for myself because I love those rices. I think they really add a little something extra, a little cilantro in them. So yeah, I guess tonight is not going to be bachelor night. Tonight's going to be Indian food night. I really wish I could have a local Indian place that was easier to get to. Like, if you asked me right now to take you to Indian, I'd have to look it up. I don't know. Like, we've had a few Indian places that have come and gone in my life that I don't even know where one currently is in Morgantown. I know of 2 Thai places I could take you to. One of them is excellent. One of them is College Town street food. It's good, but it's not the other place. But I don't know where Indian is currently. There's a couple of Mediterranean places, a couple of Greek places, not necessarily Greek, but they do have Greek-like foods. So, yeah. I guess I'm not fully in bachelor mode yet. Tomorrow, dinner will be rice and beans. 1000%. I'm having rice and beans. And then probably that'll be lunch and dinner on Friday. And then I think my oldest is coming back on Saturday? Question mark. She said she would be back this weekend. I won't have my youngest back until Monday. She might come on Sunday since it's Father's Day. I don't know. But I don't know what my weekend's going to look like food-wise. So I had planned on rice and beans all week, and I'm not. I guess I've been not doing that. I don't know. Butter chicken. One of my favorite things to order. The other one is vindaloo, any kind of vindaloo. Like, give it to me Indian hot. I love it when they'll say, like, you go to an Indian restaurant and they're like, well, you want that hot or Indian hot? I'm like, I want as hot as you're legally allowed to serve it. I don't think that, for me, I don't, like, American hot is barely spicy. Like, I don't, hot wings or whatever, Tabasco, like, that's not really hot. So it's just flavorful. It's hot, but it's not like, oh my God. And I love going to Indian places like, do you want that Indian hot? I'm like, sure. And they give it to you, and it's just like, oh, my sriracha is hotter than this. This isn't really that spicy at all. Anyway, vindaloo, spicy. Butter chicken, I like it. I like it a little bit spicy, but not over the top. I'm like the opposite of most. No, that's not true. Never mind. I was gonna say, like, a lot of people prefer red pepper with tomato-based sauces. I was gonna say I don't, but that's not true. I really do like red pepper on, say, spaghetti or whatever, and I really do like red pepper on Mexican tomato-based sauces. So I guess I don't know. When it comes down to butter chicken, I like this savory flavor, and so I don't want to add a bunch of heat to that. So I don't go crazy with spice. What do you like if you go to an Indian place? Of course, everybody loves naan, but yeah, for me, butter chicken, vindaloo. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends, wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know sounds smart is waif. It's a noun meaning a stray person or animal. The occasional nouveau rich waif may float onto our circle, but she rarely lasts long. Waif, W-A-I-F. So I know this word through video games, like especially like fantasy video games where they want to have a different word for serfs or for peasants. They'll say waifs, and for whatever reason, and including the description here, I've always felt like that name was given a feminine, like, I don't know that you would call a male a waif. Is that true or not?